Well, wheeling caution lights are out. Lauren Walford, Rick Zill, your front row. Jackson Porter, Caleb Size, run number 2. Rocky Silva, Spencer Hill in row 3, looking for the green flag. 8 laps of distance. Here in heat race number 1, Hardy Dirty Engines 360. Wing Desert Series. Rick Zill, the real deal, will take the early advantage. They go 3 wide behind them. Walford on the top side. Caleb Size in the middle. Jackson Porter was down the bottom side for a brief moment. Size and Walford now. Who's going to battle out that second spot? Size down the inside of Walford. Walford, though, hanging on to that position as Rick Zill will lead. Rick Zill leads the field off of turn number 4. This way, Walford in second, followed by Caleb Size, Jackson Porter, and Spencer Hill. Rounding out your top 5 and 6 right now is Rocky Silva in the 50S. Of course, last night that car driven by Dalen Pereira. The driver's out of Hawaii, out of Hilo, Hawaii is Pereira. He's out in Paris right now, Paris Auto Speedway, running the USAC CRA race this evening. Rick Zill continues to show the way, has a .898 second advantage. That last time by, this time by, it is a 1.2 second advantage over the 7 machine of Lauren Walford, with the 42 of Caleb Size running in the 3rd spot. Jackson Porter still lurking back there in 4th. Spencer Hill rounds out your top 5. Still 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. That is a pretty tight group right there, led by the 7 machine of Lauren Walford. 42 of Caleb Size, who had a great car last night, running in the 2nd spot when calamity struck as he ran into the backside of your race leader, Aiden Saunders, in last night's main event. Ended up flipping down into the infield as white flag flies this time. One more time around for the real deal. And Zill will lead the field off of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. One final time through 3 and 4. It's the real deal. Rick Zill taking the checkered flag here in heat race number 1. Followed by Lauren Walford. Caleb Size comes home in 3rd. 4th is Jackson Porter. Spencer Hill rounds out your top 5 in heat race number 1. The 116 Vance Walford out of Mexico. And Arizona runner J.W. Henderson, your front row. Willie Spann out of New Mexico. Racing Silva out of Nevada. New Mexico driver Tyler Congleton. And Hawaii driver Kala Kellyanoi. Your field of 6. Look for the green flag off of 4. It's in the air. We're underway. And Vance Walford will lead the field off of turn number 2, followed by J.W. Henderson in that 2nd spot, side by side for 3rd. Congleton looks to the inside of Spann. He'll take over that 3rd spot as Spann moves back to the 4th position. Now get pressure from the 5S of Racing Silva. Silva trying to work his way back to the inside of 80 machine. Now just going to follow the tire in the fill tank of the 80 machine of Spann. Out front, no change. It's Vance Walford showing away. Walford a little bobble that time going through turns 1 and 2 as Racing Silva now goes on the outside of Spann for that 4th spot, given to the 5S of Racing Silva. Walford, though, continues to show the way out front by 1.717 seconds. Over 57 of J.W. Henderson. Tyler Congleton runs in the 3rd spot. Racing Silva very high on corner exit off of turn 2 that last time by, but man, he is putting together some heaters right now as Racing Silva coming alive, trying to using that top line to his advantage, trying to reel in the number 11K of Congleton. Now Silva all the way up the racetrack, putting forward the fluff there. Off of turn number 4, he's still though right there on the tail, taking Congleton. Jason Silva using the line nobody else is using, kind of diving it off that corner after putting 4 up in the fluff. Through turns 1 and 2. He has closed in on the backside of the 11K of Congleton, but still has not been able to pass him. Now Silva, a great run off of turn number 2. White flag comes in the air this time for the 116 of Vance Walford. Silva around the outside of Congleton for 3rd. Vance Walford leading the field all the way off of turn number 4 already. He will take the checker flag and win heat race number 2. That battle, though, heating up for the 2nd spot. Henderson has it. He will come across the line in 2nd. Keeps the 2nd spot as Racing Silva comes home in 3rd. And what a race there from the 5S of Racing Silva. That yellow car, he was using some sort of line there very high up in the corners, putting 4 up there in the fluff at both sides of the racetrack. And found a lot of speed there. He was able to get around Congleton there, coming to the white flag. So come home in 3rd, has once again your race winner in this one, the Walford Racing Engines Revive Construction Group 116 out of Alamogordo, New Mexico. Give it up one more time for Vance Walford. Oh, well, wheeling caution lights go out once again here at Deuce Club Thunder Raceway. Final heat race of the night. Here on night number 2 of the Patrick Cup Memorial for your Gertie Engines 360 Wing Desert Series. Aiden Saunders, Wes Walford, Jesse Baker, Elijah Guile, John Romero, Grant Schott, your 6 starters off of turn number 4. Green flags in the air, we're underway. And Walford and Saunders stay side by side off of turn number 2 with Walford getting the advantage going into turn number 3. It's Walford on the outside. He'll take the race lead. Here's Elijah Guile. Top 3 breakaway. Guile runs to that 3rd spot. Jesse Baker in 4th with the 21 machine of Grant Schott in 5th. John Romero in the 305 rounds out your field of 6 as Walford leads the field off of 4, followed by Aiden Saunders, Elijah Guile. They all stay nose to tail using the same groove there on that on the fluff there through turn 1 and 2 as down this end of the racetrack in 3 and 4. Aiden Saunders a little bit of the lower line. Saunders right now trying to hold off Elijah Guile. Guile with a little bobble right at the time through the apex of turns 1 and 2, though hangs on to that 3rd spot, but did lose a little bit of ground to the number 8 machine of Saunders. As Guile lost ground to the 8 machine of Saunders, that's allowed Jesse Baker to kind of close the gap on that 17 GP. Right now, it's Wes Walford out front. 0.937 the advantage at last time by. This time by at the line, it's 0.952. As Walford, Saunders, Guile runs single file. Jesse Baker in the 4th spot. They've all driven away from the 21 machine of Grant Schott, as well as 65 to 305 of John Romero. White flag in the air this time for the 39 of Walford. Trying to sweep the heat races tonight for the New Mexico drivers. Walford off of turn number 4 one final time. He'll see the checkered flag. He'll win heat race number 3. Aiden Saunders comes home in 2nd, followed by the 17 GP of Elijah Guile. Jesse Baker 4th, and Grant Schott rounds out your top 5 here in heat race number 3 for your Gertie Engines 360 Wing Desert Sprints. Last lap there for Wes Walford was his fastest lap, 11.901. That last lap. As Walford putting together some heaters there in heat race number 3. As we will get going to our intermission. At this time, race fans, though, let's make some noise one more time for the driver of the Mount Sharp Air Park RVB Transport Hacienda Mechanical 39X of Alamogordo, New Mexico, Wes Walford. Put your hands together. We're getting the one to go at the line. Gertie Engines 360 Wing Desert Series here at Deuce Club's Thunder Raceway. We ain't doing that. 25 laps the distance. Wes Walford, Elijah Guile, Caleb Size, J.W. Henderson, Aiden Saunders, Vance Walford, Grayson Silva, Rick Zill, your top 4 rows. Great flags in the air. We're underway. And Walford went up the race race. We got a couple cars stacked up in turns 1 and 2. Yellow flag will fly here early. As 8K of Kelly Noy, he'll come off the racetrack. So 16 starters here in tonight's main event. Green flags in the air. Elijah Guile trying to get ahead of Wes Walford. Couldn't quite do it as Caleb Size now pulls up side by side. He'll try to take over that top spot as they work their way up a turn number 4. Size to the inside. He'll be a race leader off of 4. He'll lead lap number 1 as Guile still down the bottom side of Wes Walford as they work their way through turns 1 and 2. Walford going to clear him though down the back straightaway. Here comes the number 8 machine of Aiden Saunders as Guile once again back to the inside of Walford. Off turn number 4, give the 2nd spot to the 17 GP of Elijah Guile. He'll work his car up the racetrack trying to reel in that number 42 of Caleb Size. With Size driving away from the 17 GP of Guile. Off 4, it's going to be Size, Guile, Walford in 3rd, Aiden Saunders in 4th. The real deal, Rick Dill, he moves up 3 spots since the start. As John Romero has issues on back straightaway, he'll pull down the infield. His night is done. 15 cars left on the racetrack here at Deuce Club Thunder Raceway. We got a battle for the 3rd spot. Heating up with Aiden Saunders, looks to the inside of Wes Walford. Off turn number 2, Saunders with a great run from the bottom side of the racetrack, pulls up side by side. We'll try to clear Walford for that 3rd spot. Couldn't quite do it off of 4. Now he will down the front straightaway. Aiden Saunders up to third as Elijah Guile look to the outside of Caleb Sides. That last time off of turn number 2. This time going to rip it through 3 and 4 on the top side once again. Goes Guile. Sides though, he's going to block that momentum, that top line off of turn number 2 as he'll hang on to the race lead by 3 car lengths over the 17 GP of Elijah Guile. Guile though fighting back on the outside through 3 and 4 as Sides drops it down to the inside during that set of corners. Inside, Guile, Saunders your top 3. Rick Zill just got around Wofford for 4th. Left Swofford back in the 4th spot. Spencer Hill pulling it infield. His night's done. Willie Spann, last car on the lead lap, just about 10 car lengths ahead of this battle for the top spot as they once again run nose to tail. It's Caleb Sides in the number 42 car. Showing away with Elijah Guile in second. Both those drivers will assault the top side of the racetrack. Aiden Saunders down the bottom side for 1 and 2 as Guile now drops the nose down the inside in 3 and 4. Sides though pulls away from him. You got Willie Spahn, the number 80 car, getting ready to go a lap down. Caleb Sides will pull up side by side. Get past him, now look to the inside, trying to work his way around the number 21 machine of Grant Schott. Sides to the inside, gets past Grant Schott. Elijah Guile still behind that lap car of Schott. The great run, though, down the back straightaway off of 2. Moved Guile past him as Aiden Saunders tried to make it work through 3 and 4. To get around the lap car of Schott, couldn't quite do it. Now he will as we exit turn number 2. It's going to be Caleb Sides out front. Elijah Guile in the second spot. Aiden Saunders all clear of lap traffic. As the cross flags go in the air halfway through the next main event. The real deal, Rick Zill now trying to work over Spann and Schott. Trying to get them a lap now. See if he can't reel in the top 3. As J.W. Henderson, the next one on the list for the race leaders. 42 Caleb Sides on the outside along with Elijah Guile. Guile look to the inside that time off of turn number 2. Aiden Saunders now pulled right up to the tail tank of the 17 GP of Guile. Jackson Porter just ahead, taking away the line of the 42 as they go side by side right in front of your race leader. Aiden Saunders down to the inside of Guile for the second spot. Guile, though, slams the door through 3 and 4. Caleb Sides able to clear the 57 of Henderson. Pulls off of turn number 2. Henderson, though, fights back a little bit there, trying to hold off Elijah Guile. As now it's going to be Sides and Guile both clear of him. Saunders will do that down the front straightaway. As Elijah Guile now down the inside of Caleb Sides. He'll look down the inside, can't quite do anything off of turn number 2. Sides hangs on to it. Now Sides blocks momentum down the bottom side of the racetrack, slams the door on Guile. 17 GP, but Guile is there. He'll once again look to the inside of your race leader. Off turn number 2, Sides and Guile drag racing down the back straightaway. Sides slams the door right in front of them. 2 cars make contact. It's Jackson Porter in the number 2 along with the 116 machine of Vance Wofford. We stay green though. As Elijah Guile takes the top spot away from the 42 of Caleb Sides off of turn number 2. From the bottom, Sides back to second. Here comes Aiden Saunders now. Putting the pressure on the tail tank of the 42 machine of Caleb Sides. Elijah Guile to the top spot. Jesse Baker next car in line for the 17 GP as Caleb Sides lost a little of that momentum when he saw those 2 cars getting together. Just a few laps ago of Wofford and Porter. Lost the momentum. Elijah Guile kept it as 1 car around the 80 machine of Willie Spann. And Willie Spann goes around in turn number 2, just in front of your race leaders. That will bring out the yellow flag. Here with 21 laps down, 4 to go. So it's Elijah Guile out front. Caleb Sides in the second spot. Aiden Saunders runs in third. Rick Zill's 4th. Wes Wofford rounds out your top 5. Rayson Silva in 6th. Great run for Rayson Silva. That 6th spot. Lauren Wofford is 7th. Jesse Baker is 8th. Jackson Porter, J.W. Henderson run 9th and 10th. Vance Wofford is 11th. As the 5S, oh man, just was talking about a great run. Silva pulls it off the racetrack. Green flag in the air with 4 laps to go. And Guile breaks away off of turn number 2. As Caleb Sides now trying to hold off the rate machine of Aiden Saunders as they work their way off of turn number 4. It's Guile out front by 1.2 seconds over the 42 of Sides, but Saunders to the outside of Sides now. Trying to take that second spot away. Couldn't quite get it done. Back into turns 3 and 4. It's going to be Sides hanging on to that second spot with 2 laps to go. Caleb Sides has cut into the lead. Just a smidge was 1.2. Now it's 1.08. But here comes Aiden Saunders inside his size. He'll clear him for the second spot as the white flag flies for the 17 GP of Guile. Elijah Guile, one final time off of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. Off turn number 4, double checkers in the air. Elijah Guile will sweep the weekend here at Tusa Club Thunder Raceway. Aiden Saunders comes home in second. Caleb Size rounds out your podium here tonight. Rick Zill finishes 4th. Lord Wofford comes home 5th. Wes Wofford 6th. Jesse Baker was 7th. Jackson Porter 8th. J.W. Henderson was 9th. Grant Schott 10th. Vance Wofford 11th. Willie Spahn runs in the 12th spot. Grayson Silva will be credited with a 13th place finish. 2 laps down, 14 laps down with 7DC of Spencer Hill. We'll get 14th. John Romero will finish in 15th. Tyler Congleton, Kalad Kellyannoy, and Rocky Silva having issues on the opening lap. We'll finish 16th, 17th, and 18th. But it is the driver of the Avante Windows and Doors Yugo Superfoods Petty Performance Racing number 17 GP, Elijah Guile.
There he is, folks. Let him hear it one more time, Elijah Guile. Well, Elijah, you got the broom out on the weekend, buddy. Nice job.
Yeah, first and foremost, just want to thank the Lord, Miss Bev, Jerry Petty, everyone that gets me here, my Papa Gene for giving me such a rocket ship to come and win. And thank you to all the fans coming out. This was awesome, and I'm glad I was able to sweep the weekend.
Awesome job, bud. I don't even know what to say. I mean, you know, the first part of the race, I mean, Caleb said a pretty quick pace for you guys there. You guys really knocked the laps down, and then the race chart looked like the track and the car came to you.
Yeah, just started adjusting a little bit with the wing, loosen the car up, get it to free to run the bottom, and just like I said, I want to thank my Grandpa Jim for giving me such a rocket ship, and thank you to all you guys.
Let's hear it one more time for your main event winner, Elijah Guile.